This episode is brought to you by Blink. Want smart security that's easy to set up and designed for modern life? That's the new Blink 2K video doorbell lineup. They've got battery-powered or hardwired options, so you can choose what suits your home and start greeting your guests and tracking your deliveries from anywhere. Because whether you're a renter or a homeowner, you deserve peace of mind. Shop the new Blink 2K video doorbells at amazon.com/blink. You guys might have heard this news, but we are thrilled to formally announce that the Midnight Boys, along with the rest of the Ringerverse crew, all your faves, are going to be at Comic-Con this year. Your suspicions, true.
We will once again join forces with House of R. We're talking a meet and greet at Whiskey Girl. We're talking a live panel. It is going to be amazing.
We're kicking off festivities on July 23rd with a Ringerverse fan meetup at Whiskey Girl at 6:30. You don't need a badge. If you're in San Diego, come hang with us. Grab a bite, grab a drink, come hang with your boys.
Word.
And then on Saturday morning at 10:30, badge holders can find us at room AB on the upper level of the convention center, and we're going to be joined by House of R with a group panel discussion. We're going to be talking about all of the things that dominated nerd culture this year.
Yo, so whether you're local to San Diego or you're coming through for Comic-Con, we would love to see you at the panel, the meet and greet, or potentially both.
All right, so just so you guys know, Whiskey Girl is July 23rd. That's a Thursday, and that's at 6:30. That is for the fans. You don't have to be a badge holder. However, if you are a badge holder, then Saturday the 25th, you can come to Comic-Con, and we got a panel going on where we're going to talk about nerd stuff. So badge holders, non-badge holders, nobles, lowborns, everybody
Small
can
folk.
hang. Small folk, it don't matter what kind of, you can hang out with us.
Or niggas.
Niggas. I was going to say the other word, but I can't say that one. I'm not going to say that one. Shout out to all the women. You guys, everybody, come see us in San Diego. Welcome to the Ringerverse. This is, of course, the Ringers Nexus podcast feed for all things fandom. We are Steve, the architect, Ahlman, the builder and tinker of things. Jomi, the explainer, Adeniran. You've got questions, he's got answers. Old man Van, he of the receding resurgent hairline. Coke, baby, Chuck, the 24-karat closer. Together we are known as the Midnight Boys. We'll be right back after this. Shout out to Aleya and Devon in the back, CT, Jamie, everyone back there. The crew.
They be working. Like, it's summertime at the Ringer. Dog. They get in.
It's a lot of hours. It's a lot of hours.
In 2 weeks, we will go to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And this will be the time that I show my love for the crew. I got something special planned for them.
Oh,
This is a surprise.
Special.
For the crew.
wow.
For the crew.
Okay.
We're about to go crazy.
Wait, who's the crew
crew.
rolling out to Comic-Con?
I think Aleya's going.
Okay.
Yeah,
Carlos is coming.
Carlos coming.
Carlos.
Carlos is
My man
coming.
Carlos.
Shout out to Carlos. I
Yeah.
think we got some people.
We need to
coming.
move
We're
like
about
the
to go
woo. Because like when we
crazy.
out there, we really be all
Like the
over.
woo.
Like,
Move
nah,
like the
we need
woo.
to like come.
Charles, you know our schedule. You
Nah,
know what
we
gotta
mobbing
do,
out.
man.
We're gonna have fun. You're gonna be able to come out and hang out with the Midnight Boys and the House of R and the entire Ringerverse family at Comic-Con. And I'm letting you know, if you come with some weird shit, I'm busting your ass.
He's
And when I
said
say
this
that,
before.
I don't mean like physically. People are like, man, are you threatening to beat up the people for? No, I'm not saying
You're threatening
that.
to beat up the nerds at Comic-Con?
I'm
That's
not,
crazy.
'cause
No.
I might get my ass whooped. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if I will respond with reciprocal weirdness and being on your ass to people that are weird and being on
And I'm
my
going to tell you
ass.
guys right now, you cannot out weird Van.
You think you can? Some people can. They did last year.
I will say just really quick, because it was Anime Expo here in LA, and a lot of my friends who went are just like, dog, the vibes are different. It's not really community no more. It's gotten too big. The anime motherfuckers jumping on the ship. So Comic-Con, don't come with that weird shit. Anime Expo let some people down. San Diego, it's family, it's unity.
Anime is over?
Oh, anime's
No, it's-
not
no,
over,
it's not.
Back it
but
up.
like, it's a lot of fake niggas jumping on the bandwagon. They wasn't there.
You know what? So hold on.
Oh my God.
Wow. Charles been here. Van just got here.
This is what my therapist told me. My therapist said, Van, I'm giving you one rule. I've said this on Higher Learning before. I'm giving you one rule. You're just not allowed to say I told you so. That my therapist told me, said that's just one rule. You're not allowed to say I told you so.
You needed your therapist to tell you that. Like, I learned that.
Van, would you rather be happy or would you rather be right?
We live in a world of I told you so. Podcasts are basically I told you so machines. Okay. And I'm not going to partake in it. If I was, I would say some things. All right.
Tough.
I love anime. I was the only one on here who liked
you bring that. Name your top 5 anime, man.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer,
Right.
Akira,
Okay.
One Punch Man,
Oh no.
Attack on Titan,
Great.
Solo Leveling.
Oh shit.
I think he's just saying
He just
you're
named
just
five.
solo leveling.
Just
You're
named
not
five
gonna say
animes.
solo
Just
leveling.
You're
just naming shit.
I was like, no, you've seen
Just
Akira. I'm like, okay.
Akira is amazing. I watched Akira like a month ago. Akira's
incredible.
That to me is anime to me. Akira is amazing.
I mean,
Yeah, everything can't be.
Dramatic.
That's like being like
Akira.
movies are the Godfather. I'm like, there's only so many movies.
Well, I
that
mean,
are-
it's like
fair.
one of the definitive pieces of animation. The Akira
Yeah,
bike
I
ride
will
lives
say
on
when
forever.
Kanye dropped Stronger and he was driving with the bike in the music video, I'm like, this nigga's old as fuck.
we watched.
This is rap music.
Like this is interesting. All right,
Stronger wasn't great.
Wait, I
Wait,
will bring
wait.
it really quick because I don't want to derail it on the Odyssey. We all saw the Odyssey. The funniest shit happened. Steve, do you want to tell him when we got out talking about rap opinions?
No, you know what? We saved that for the pod. We saved that for the Odyssey
Okay.
pod. Because some people might not know who's in this movie and who's definitely not in this
Travis
movie.
Scott
Spoilers.
is in this movie.
Travis
I
Scott
saw
is
that
in this
trailer,
movie.
yeah.
And Steve, what did you say when you walked out?
Mistaken identity is all I'll say.
Who did you
Who'd you
mistake?
call him for?
Identity.
Well, who'd you call him?
I might have thought that was Travis Scott.
No.
No, that's
No,
not what you
no,
said.
no.
It is Travis Scott.
Oh, I know. Sorry. I might have thought that was ASAP.
Ah, that's tough.
He was like, ASAP was, and we was like,
Dog, you saw another black man with braids. You like, why is that black man in this movie?
there could only be one black rapper with braids. There can't be two.
Right.
It's tough.
Van, what do you what's going on in your mind?
I don't know if that's as big of a foul as you think it is. I'm not trying to zag here.
Okay.
I think that
I will say when I was at Soup Kitchen yesterday, we was talking about the Odyssey, and another white person did go, "Hey, A$AP Rocky in that movie," and I was
Here's
like,
the deal.
"All right."
I'm not
what
going to
we-
say who looks like who.
what we should really do is establish a list of brothers that is acceptable to confuse for one another. Because we can't say outright that is never acceptable. Now, I have been in places before where it pissed me off.
Right.
TMZ was one of those places. We've talked about the Bow Wow and Wiz Khalifa thing. I've told you guys about that.
Bow Wow gets confused
no.
for Wiz
No,
Khalifa?
you gotta lock
Listen,
me in.
All right,
it was two different
There's no
times
way.
at TMZ. 2 different times at TMZ. Man, shout out to everybody at TMZ. Not picking on you guys. This happened. I was watching in the back as they were feeding the show. They were feeding the show, okay?
Yeah.
This was when we were in the first office that I worked in, which was across the street from the Laugh
Some
Factory,
Disclosure Day
right
shit.
next
All
to
right.
Clutch.
Right.
Yeah. They're feeding the show out. And there is there's a clip from Wiz Khalifa in the black and yellow video. And at the bottom it says Lil Bow Wow.
Oh no.
I'm like, come on, guys.
Come
Okay.
on, man.
Number
Wait,
one,
first of all, Lil Bow Wow at that point was barely rapping. What was his last fucking hit at that point?
we're not gonna get into the situation where we diss Lil Bow Wow because
Well, I'm not
with me,
dissing Lil
bounce with me.
Bow
diss
Wow.
of Lil Bow Wow is what you just did, but we're not
Can
gonna
you?
get.
What was
Bounce
Lil
with
Bow
me is a
Wow's
hit.
last hit around Black and Yellow?
First of all, I'm saying that's like 11.
Fresh as my miss.
Can I say something about Bow Wow? I'll say something about Bow Wow. Bow Wow has never not been relevant.
I
Since Bow Wow dropped, Bow Wow has never. Other
I
guys
100% agree
have
with you.
gone up and down.
Oh.
Bow Wow has never not been relevant.
He
for
stayed
something.
consistent.
He's like, but to your point, it's
It wasn't there. It
unacceptable.
wasn't the
You
time,
wait.
yeah.
Here's the thing. I was seeing Bow Wow movies in theaters. What was the lottery one?
Lottery ticket?
The lottery ticket. That
Lottery
shit was-
ticket?
In theaters is okay, but no, I get it. But I'm older than you guys. I'm older than you guys.
I'm not allowed to watch.
You can see it. My man Brandon Jackson is in it.
Basketball is for us.
Oh, the roll bounce. I did see that in theater.
That's
Bow Wow had
like Mike.
Bow Wow was like Mike was the
Even here's the thing, like little niggas can't rap. Usually, Bow Wow was like
Bow Wow had bars.
That nigga could rap.
Bow Wow had bars.
That nigga could rap for real. Anyway, he in no way looks like
Wiz Khalifa.
No,
Not even close.
Wiz Khalifa is pretty famously like 6'5".
Yeah,
but that wasn't the one. That was one, and then later on, they confused Magic Johnson for Shaquille O'Neal.
That's bad.
Tough.
That's
and
bad.
Then the thing that bothered me after that, it was like they confused Magic Johnson for Shaquille O'Neal. Not they. I think maybe one.
Is this like a graphic, like a lower third?
No,
they got it.
This happened in the office.
Okay.
And then they brought up pictures of Magic Johnson and Shaquille O'Neal. And Kelly was like, they look like each other. I was like, yo, man, get the fuck out of my face with that. Like, what do you mean they look like each other? They don't look like each other.
Wait, what?
Anyway.
It's crazy.
But I understand that there are white guys that I confuse for each other like all the time.
Like,
Sure.
Back in the day, I had a problem with the Jeffs, Daniels and Bridges. They said confused
Jeff
those
Daniels
guys.
and Jeff Bridges. Yeah.
But the reason why, it wasn't because they necessarily look alike. It's because they are alike. They're Jeffs who have the same entity. Bridges is more established and respected than Daniels, but Daniels is really established and respected. It was a swapping. It's like you get them, like Walton Goggins, Timothy Oliphant. You don't confuse those guys, but they are of the same tribe.
They blend together at times.
Right?
Timothy Oliphant?
Oliphant and Goggins, same tribe of white man.
What?
Same tribe.
Same tribe.
Same tribe.
I'm not seeing the vision.
Interesting.
Goggins,
I'm
same
not
tribe.
seeing the vision.
It's the same tribe. The same people who like Goggins, like Oliphant. Dillahunt almost got in there. Like it's like.
I mean, I could see like there's an
the same tribe.
Nah, but I mean for Oliphant and Goggins, yeah. But I think the thing for ASAP and Travis was that very famously, we were at your house watching the game, and the trailer came on, and we said, "Wait, hold on, is that Travis Scott?" And we literally like during, I think it was a halftime, whatever. Yeah. But we stopped for like 5-10 minutes and was laughing that Travis Scott was
Rocky
in the
and Travis
Odyssey.
Scott looked nothing like in the face. In the face, they look nothing.
But what I could say is, and this is a lot more precarious to say when we're talking about these brothers, I could say that they are in the same tribe of kind of fame of like whatever.
Both dated Rihanna.
Both dated Rihanna. Both got braids.
Same complexion.
I don't necessarily know if it's super offensive to confuse those guys. And we could make a list, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Of people
I feel like we are getting in trouble
to confuse for each other.
Of famous black people. I think that's
a you thing. We don't.
I think we should stop making lists.
We can make lists. We could make a list. I think it's okay to make a list.
Obviously,
I won't make a list.
People. Now we're not gonna. You know what? Nah, because if we do that, then they just gonna start doing it on purpose. You know.
Yeah, and they're gonna be like, Uncle Van gave us a pass. Like, nah.
But what I'm saying is, it's not always just. It's not always fucked up. The Wiz Khalifa, Bow Wow thing. Like, we'd be at TMZ. They get niggas from Earth, Wind, and Fire. They put them on. You got to know who these guys are, right? You got to know, man. But it's not always bad. Is it always bad? Am I wrong?
No. Here's the thing. Travis Scott and ASAP is not that bad, but I was like, come on, Steve. You've been.
It wasn't swing and a miss for me.
You're supposed to know.
You're supposed to know. You're supposed to know.
That's the thing. And did you learn your lesson?
I did.
Shout out to Steve. You know what, Steve? Me and Kalika had a conversation.
Uh-oh.
Actually, it wasn't me and Kalika. We had a conversation here about who is the ultimate white boy. And you know what it is? It's between you and somebody else at the office.
Okay.
Who?
Oh, I think I know.
Who? Guess.
CT. Yeah.
CT is
CT could be the ultimate white boy.
I think he out white boys me for sure.
Because Steve didn't do the usual movie theater move that he usually does.
Which is?
What? Stop this.
He sat with y'all?
Hang with the bro.
He sat with y'all?
He
sat with y'all?
And then
Steve said, y'all, just to let y'all know, when we go see this shit, the House of R be there, or Sean, or somebody like that, Bill. I'm surprised he didn't sit in Bill's lap. Like, it's like,
hey, nah,
Don't do that.
no.
But
Don't
you never
do that.
sit with us, though. It'd be
Nah,
like,
he's out with the niggas this time.
it'd be me, Jomi, then like,
Because everybody was too close.
Joanna Mal.
Everybody was. I mean,
the City Walk screen is like 20
Steve
stories
held it
high.
down. I was
Steve held
like,
it
all
down.
That y'all saw it in 70?
yeah.
Oh, it was
just real quick.
Insane.
Cinema.
Absolute cinema.
Yes.
Absolute
Absolute
cinema.
cinema.
People out there
Beautiful, bro.
talking. People are very upset about the
But
movie.
also, motherfuckers got to stop acting like these tickets. Like, I was like getting there early. Shit, that shit was. I was like, shit, we could have invited the whole Ringer crew.
It was crazy. Yeah, I was really worried about like not getting a seat, the whole thing. We get there, it's 25 people max in the whole
It's
theater.
10 a.m. on a Monday. I had to work.
You had to work.
Yeah. It's
We
like-
was working.
I'm not talking about
everybody
you
was working,
specifically.
but what I'm saying is, if you have a screening of a movie at 10 a.m. on a Monday, that's how I knew that when they said about the influencers thing was true.
Yeah.
Because they telling y'all niggas, take your tiki-takis, shove them up your ass. We're doing this in a regular daytime.
Nah, they make us go through fucking security. I'm like, y'all paying
Oh, the-
motherfuckers
oh, the
down.
City
at
Walk
City
security.
Walk
City
now?
Walk
City Walk
security,
has
yeah.
changed.
It's
Oh,
different
I
now.
hate
City
it,
Walk
bro.
said it's not gonna happen to us. Okay, let's go.
Jesus Christ.
Follow us on
Okay.
socials at the Midnight Boys Pod on Insta and TikTok, at Ringiverse on Insta, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. We're on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, Jomi. Show us.
Hey man, House of Dragon, man, it's the tides are rising. Bro. The numbers are going up, fellas. They love
Loving
it.
it.
They love it.
House of the Dragon.
House of the
A
Dragon.
lot of dragons.
It's a lot of dragons. Some X-Men, but a lot of dragons.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
that. Chuck, tell the people, when are we coming back with X-Men 97?
X-Men 97, I think we'll probably do like a mid-season check-in and then a finale. Here's the problem. We bank in the House of the Dragon episodes early for y'all just so you get them straight off the presses on Monday.
Right.
But like it's not
It doesn't line up. Just so you
doesn't
guys
line
know, a lot of times you guys are talking about like how we cover stuff. We have a certain amount of shows that we do and can do. And then on top of that, like the release schedules don't always fall in a way to where we can be in on every episode of something.
we have not given up on X-Men 97.
No, we're
but
not giving up at
we
all.
just
any
got
way, shape, or
Odyssey
form.
coming up. We still got House of the Dragon. So we'll probably come back with 2 episodes, checking in mid-season, checking in finale.
Chuck Wagon. We're on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, share. You can watch every Midnight Boys and House of Art episode on youtube.com/@Ringiverse and also on Spotify. Programming reminders on Sunday. Stay locked in to Talk the Thrones, man. That's CR, that's Mal, that's Joanna.
Come on,
But
killing it.
Not yesterday. Who
What?
was on it yesterday?
Who's on it yesterday? Oh, that's right. I'll be on it. Damn, I forgot about that.
How did you forget?
Uh-oh.
How did you forget?
I
The
forgot.
calendar of Van is like
Yeah,
insane.
who's managing your calendar, bro?
Are those mushrooms getting to you, bro?
I'm loving my life on mushrooms.
I bet you are.
Be honest.
If
What kind of
you
mushrooms are you doing?
Something's wrong.
Aleya, am I not a better podcaster on mushrooms?
No.
Tough. You ain't see it.
I
You ain't see
disagree.
it.
Aleya.
As someone who also loves mushrooms and being high,
Aleya never supports me, but I support her. That's the most important thing. On Friday, the Midnight Boys give you their instant reactions to the Odyssey. I will see this movie, and then we will all come together and we will talk about this film. Me and Jomi are huge Dodger fans. We are now in the middle of the order as far as the summer's concerned. This is your 3, 4, 5 hitters. Now with the Dodgers, you got a heavy hitter at leading off, or so whatever. But normally, we're talking about Odyssey. We're talking about Spider-Man, which looks to break all kinds of
wait,
They were saying 500 million.
half a billion in the first
half
weekend.
a
Billy first.
Yeah, y'all
weekend.
niggas was tap
They're
dancing
gonna
on
love
the
it.
superhero graves. And
was
Spider-Man
over.
coming through like, hey.
Mhm. They said that Moana is the best Disney live action make of all
I don't
time.
believe
They
that. If
also
you watch
said-
that,
Nobody cares.
They also said the tracking is bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not gonna make any money.
Yeah.
But which is gonna scare the shit.
We
out
got to
of
talk
me.
about what happened to The Rock. I need to.
The whole Rock, little dissection of the career, bro. Ever since
Come on, man. My black king can't go
Talk
out
about
like
that
this.
Times Square Casino.
Times Square
Okay.
Casino.
okay.
On today's show, we react to. I didn't get that joke. We react to episode 4 of House of the Dragon, and I'm delighted to talk about House of the Dragon today.
Come on.
I'm really enjoying House of the
Yeah,
Dragon.
let's
as a
go.
show. All right, we are going to be spoiling everything that is involved in the world of Game of Thrones, Westeros, all these dragons and shit like that, and people doing different type of dragon shit. Steve, run a spoiler warning. We're getting ready to talk about
House of the Dragon.
You're listening to a reaction podcast. The spoilers are coming. All right, to begin our reactions, we once again bring you the Midnight Manifest, talking about the need to know. Chuck, take it away.
All right, this is your Midnight Manifest for episode 4 of House of the Dragon, directed by Claire Kilner, written by David Hancock. Rhaenyra is still struggling in her new role as the queen while her allies manage their own headaches. Corlys has left for the sea, leaving Adam to take his place on the council. Hightower faithfuls in King's Landing have dubbed Rhaenyra the Queen of Bastards, and Daemon begs for gold in the Vale. While in the Vale, Daemon and Caraxes find Sheepstealer. Daemon is horrified when he realizes that his daughter Rhaena killed Jace on Dragonback. And for once, Daemon tries to be a good father by lying to Rhaenyra that he actually found her son's killer, which is actually just the burnt head of a goat farmer. Meanwhile, the Greens are down bad. Ormund Hightower still plots against the new crown, but is dismayed when his brother Wayne sends word that Daemon has fled Harrenhal. With his back against the wall, Ormund decides to throw all his weight behind making Daeron the king. Aegon is forced to clean latrines, but finds a smidge of hope when he realizes Sunfire might be alive. Also, Alicent finds out that Helena is pregnant, potentially, at the most inopportune time.
Tough.
That has been your Midnight Manifest for House of the Dragon. All right, Van, you know, we started some wars.
Yeah.
Online last week, saying that motherfuckers was hating, saying that last episode might be the best episode of.
I mean, it's not only that. People are also were like, how is that racist with Corlys and Rhaenyra? So we just in everybody's.
How is it racist?
Yeah.
Who said it was racist?
Not racist, but
Racially charged.
Like racially charged.
Shut the fuck up. Hold on. It's like,
They were like, whoa,
hold on. I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't. Like, the reality is, I looked at that and that we felt the way. It's an opinion. Let's move on. Now, what else happened?
No, I was saying, like, a lot of people were arguing in the comments. That
About
wasn't
best
the
episode,
that,
yeah.
I don't give a fuck. To your point, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. House of the Dragon is on the rise. I did feel like this episode wasn't bad. It did seem like we kind of took a step back.
Interesting.
And it seemed like this was in kind of Game of Thrones. It reminded me of the Game of Thrones episodes where this is like, okay, new board, we are setting up where everybody is, which I loved. Like, every episode doesn't have to be explosive. This one was just a little bit like, oh, we're slowing down a little bit.
So
Every time. Do this every time. Do this every time.
Did you just glitch?
Like, I didn't. It's like Steve was about to go crazy. I realized something with this episode. The show has me.
Yeah.
The show has me. It has me in the same way that Game of Thrones had me. Because I actually watched each scene of this particular episode as an unfolding of a narrative that I am incredibly attached to.
Yeah.
Ever since Rhaenyra has got to King's Landing, for me personally, the show has taken a gigantic leap.
So much better.
And I'll tell you why. A criticism of this show early on was that it was too slanted towards the blacks. Towards you've heard that criticism before.
Yeah.
Watching how the throne corrupts is intoxicating. Watching how she now turns into this thing. It's just every character in the show is being completely reoriented. The show almost reset itself when she actually got to King's Landing. We get the stuff with Ormund in this episode was amazing.
Yes.
It's a much, much richer and deeper character than he was made out to be before. I am loving what's going on. But to your point, I think that's indicated in the fact that this was a breather episode, yet it lost none of the momentum that the show has created.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't want to say the show can be funny, but to me, I was having a blast because even when Rhaenyra got the throne, everybody's having just the worst day of their lives in this episode. Rhaenyra consistently always just when Alpha's like, hey man, you know, it's awful. That's normal. But Daemon going to the Vale, finding out that Rhaena was riding Sheepstealer, and you can just like, I mean, Matt Smith is great as Daemon, but you can like when he's like, yo, not you.
Yeah, that was hilarious,
not
bro.
you. Or Ormond when the homie or he gets the note, and then Darren's like, hey man,
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Go. And he goes crazy. And then even Allison finding out Helena's pregnant. And she was like, the whole thing, it's not funny, but seeing these people,
it is funny.
Seeing these people in those situations, I'm like, yo, man, hey, it sucks to be you, but like, it's like, this is tough.
And to me, that's what makes vintage Game of Thrones so palatable. Even in the scenes and episodes that aren't as action-packed, that aren't as drama-filled, to know that they can spin these many plates and make characters that's compelling in the small amounts of time that they have on screen. Because now we're back to the classic type of Game of Thrones where we're juggling like 5 different plot lines. And how are these now going to come together? We've started this episode, everybody's come together, and we bash our heads together, and now we're spread apart. And now we have a villain, we have our conflict with Rhaenyra, we have oh my God, the king. Oh my God, what's his name?
Which king?
No.
Ormond?
No.
What are you talking about?
Glitched out.
King George?
No. No.
Which
He's maimed.
king?
He's burned.
Aegon.
Aemon, sorry.
Aegon. Yeah, Aegon, yeah.
We have Aemon, like, kind of like veering off into the distance, like trying to figure out like how he can survive.
Aegon, you mean?
Aegon, excuse me.
Yeah.
How he can survive.
Mhm.
Fantastic stuff. And I think this is what a well-balanced Game of Thrones show should be, knowing that we have way more episodes with just as equally compelling storylines. I'm in.
So, yeah, to me, whereas the show didn't have, I guess like gigantic consequential things, it was really important. It was a really important show for each character that's involved.
Mhm.
Corlys leaves, then Adam takes his place on the small council. Big deal.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal. You get to see how capable Adam is. The Maester, what's the Maester's name?
Mr. Orwell.
Maester, was it?
Orwell.
Maester Orwell proves his worth in this show. Like, sneakily, Daemon in this show proves just how dastardly, sinister, and bad that he is. This is a character that's been able to exist in the anti-hero, morally compromised guy who's doing things we understand why realm for a long time. But in this show, he slays an innocent common person just for the purpose of tricking Rhaenyra and sparing his daughter. He shows completely in this episode, the guy's a piece of shit. Now, you might have thought that before, but he always did enough stuff for characters that you cared about for you to look at the utility of Daemon and be like, hey, don't completely hate the guy, actually kind of like him. But to kill that guy just for a lie, to me, was profound.
I read that differently, where you're not wrong.
Right.
Where I think it is supposed to show you that Daemon will go to any lengths. But it was like interesting, and this is what makes the show so fascinating now, is when Rhaena is basically like, I've never asked you for anything as a father. And you kind of see Daemon in his own way be like, think of someone else besides himself. Where it's like traditionally in the show, Daemon is someone who will do anything to get more power and to hold on to more power. And he makes a choice that does kind of give Rhaena the space to survive.
But here's the problem with that, though, is that she didn't ask him to do that.
That's what makes him twisted.
But she didn't ask him to do that. What she asked for was pretty understandable.
Mm-hmm.
She asked for him just not to say anything. Just not to say anything. She didn't ask him to put a body on it, to King Vaughn somebody. She just asked him not to say anything.
Somebody is crazy.
Like she didn't ask him to do that. She didn't ask him to do that. He did that because that person's life was convenient to him. And that's the central villainy of the character to me.
Doesn't also, not only his act of doing that to feed his own ends with Rhaenyra, but she's also very well aware that the only reason that she even has this type of audience and attention from him is because she has a dragon. And it's
his daughter?
Yeah.
No. I don't think, like, to me, no. I think in that scenario, he is afraid of Sheep's Stealer and he respects Sheep's Stealer, but the thing that gets him in that situation is that she appeals to the fact, I mean, she looked like the crackhead of Westeros at this point.
That was crazy.
She like
what happened to
really
she
rough.
like,
it was
braids
crazy
up
when
like
Damon's
the
like,
dirt.
"What'd you do to your hair?" I'm like, not the white part.
Yeah, what you do to your hair? Like she look. If you guys have seen this, if you ever watch hood movies where they start off with somebody in there in prep school and they look all, then they meet somebody, and then they come back. Duke, man, shout out to Duke, man. Pookie from New Jack City. That's kind of how she looks. And when he's looking at her, it's like, that's my daughter. And she's at her wit's end. And I think that Sheep Stealer is actually in the background by the time we get to the point to where she goes, look, I'm the least of your children. I know that. I've never asked you for anything. And I'm not even asking you for anything right now. I'm asking you to not do something, which is go and tell. I'm asking you to not do something. He tries to say, hey, by not doing something, I am doing something. But she's like, whatever, get out of here. And then he left, and still somebody died because of Daemon's convenience.
I mean, as opposed to what, though? Because part of his job is to hunt to wherever Sheep Stealer was, like the writer of Sheep Stealer, right? And so if Sheep Stealer is still flying around, Rhaenyra's going to be like, yo, man, the person who killed my son is out there. Daemon, what you doing? So he was like, and I'm sorry about that farmer. I really am. He's like, I got to make a call right here.
But see, that's what this whole show is becoming. This whole show is actually becoming this wrestling match. As we watch this family's unresolved trauma destroy this entire kingdom, this whole show, to me, is the hero that will emerge from this show is going to be the one that puts the people first. Is going to be the one that says, you know what, the crown isn't important. The fact that people are starving is important. You know what, the power isn't important. The fact that we're doing all this to rule over a bunch of people. That's going to be the hero that emerges from this show to me, the one that is able to put the actual lives of these common folk in front of their own. You think in the show early on that that's Ormund because you feel like he does the right thing until you get to the end of the show and you realize that nobility is a disease and it's corrupted all of these people. So when you see Daemon do that, I'm like, man, now fuck him too. Fuck everybody.
Just now?
Not just now, but you know.
I mean, even it's funny when Rhaenyra, when Ulf is like, he's like, hey, yo, they spray painting your name. They call you the queen of the
First
best.
of all, I'm not gonna take no nonsense for somebody who can't read. That's me personally. I'm not letting that slide.
What I will say, when Ulf walked in there, I'm like, bro, you can't be trying to put Rand niggas on.
His pub buddies just need to come up.
But look, that's another scene that shows what I'm talking about. Ulf is not a noble person. He's not highborn.
Was this the Hood movie of episodes? Because she was like, you can't go back to the block.
You're not going to the pub anymore.
Yo, I had the same thought in my head. When he went to the tavern, everybody was like, yo, man, what's going on? This is
like, you got drinks for everybody? He's like,
I guess I do.
For everybody. He was like, for everybody.
He's like,
Put the thing in his hand,
this
he
for
was
my
like,
guys,
you
right?
can't go back to the hood.
He still feels that way. And she tells him, not only is it fuck them, but you can't go nowhere now. You're not one of them. You are
you give me a dragon, I'm ghost riding the whip around all the King's Landing, bro.
I'm gonna take my homies on the dragon.
Right.
I'm gonna be like, hey,
joy
bro.
ride with your guys.
He's like, yo, is he cool, bro? Yeah, he cool, man. We gonna be straight, bro.
He don't bite.
He don't bite. He's like, come on, man, let's go. We gonna be like fucking Superman and Lois Lane. Like,
why would you ask for that? When I was like, why are you asking Rhaenyra?
He don't got no brain cells, bro.
These random
but he had a point at the end. He's like, they don't think that well of you.
Which is a crazy thing.
They say you're the queen of bastards.
See,
and what are you going to do about that?
Rhaenyra, I love Rhaenyra. Not enough dog. And I understand that he got a dragon. If it was anybody else, I'm having the boy cut your head off. That was crazy. You're not going to talk to me like that.
Wait, where her his guard was like,
what are you talking about right now?
Blicky ready, because you
can't have it. You need the dragon.
That's what I'm saying. If it was anybody else, come on.
But look at the way she resolves that. They're calling you the queen of bastards. It might be good. They're saying that you're unkind. Rather than pledge to be unkind, what does she pledge to be kinder or do something different? What does she do? What does she say?
She terrorizes the small folks.
Yeah. She says, have that cleaned up.
Round them up.
And then anybody who's doing it, punish them. So rather than address the needs of the people and trying to find out a reason why they feel the way that they feel, She goes, punish the people that are saying the thing about me that's true to them, which shows you that Rhaenyra's patience for the problems of the small folk is wearing thin.
Yeah.
She can't deal with all of the stuff that she's dealing with and deal with the lives of the people that she now has stewardship over.
I mean, and what I loved about this episode is it does such a good job of juxtaposing the two monarchs, where you have Rhaenyra, to your point, who once the small folks say some shit about her that she doesn't like, it's like off with their heads. And then you have Aegon, who runs up to the guy and be like, this is how you rule? And it's such an interesting scene because you're like, Aegon, that's how you were ruling.
Yeah.
And that's the great thing that Game of Thrones has always been able to do. And this is why the Greens, to me, are now finally just as interesting as the Blacks, because you take that family down a peg. And my favorite moments in Game of Thrones were always what happens when a ruler no longer has power? What happens when Jaime doesn't have a hand, has to go around, and he's treated finally like the small folk? How does that change your worldview? And it was so like everything that was going on with Aegon, it wasn't my favorite stuff of the episode, but it was fascinating.
Good.
Him with Larys is really an amazing pairing because Larys is incredibly savvy. He's incredibly smart and survival driven. And it's as if that Aegon is like impervious to consequence whenever he runs about the world. Like talking shit to the guy who's running this camp, like he's not going to get a knife in his throat, is the exact type of lesson that he is. But Larys is trying to help him at every turn, and it's not working.
The most important thing in life is who you think you are. Like legitimately, identity is the most important thing in life. Identity guides the decisions that you make, right? It was like, it was back in the day, so my therapist was telling me one time, it's like, Van, you lost a whole bunch of weight and you were super in shape for a long, long time. Like not now, but you were before. And it was like, how did you do it? It's like you would be at TMZ and you would tell me these stories about everybody would be eating treats. Or what they would do at TMZ is that like, rather than give people their vacations and raises, they give them treats on Thursday.
Yeah.
Told you this. So there'll be a treat in there. And I
You
would
mean
eat
the pizza trick?
Pizza party.
Yeah, pizza party.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, I know the pizza party
we
trick.
coming in here
Classic.
like, yeah, hey you guys, on pizza party, we spent $500 on Thursday. You guys forget that you can't go home and see your parents. And I wouldn't eat it. And I remember he was like, "Wow." I was like, "I didn't eat that stuff." That's what he's like. It was part of your identity to abstain from that because part of your identity was being fit and going to the gym for 4 hours and playing basketball and all of that stuff. Who you think you are. When you watch Aegon doesn't think that he's a Targaryen or that he's the king. He knows that he is.
Yeah.
He's been taught that his entire life. So watching his identity like clash with what the world is telling him he is just fascinating. It always is. In any story, whenever there's somebody that you know is not used to a certain thing, whenever they have to get used to that thing, that's always good. And for him, like, it's dope. And I'm wondering if this part of his character's arc is fundamental.
I would hope so. I mean, he's got a lot to learn. To your point, like the Larys Aegon thing works because Larys has always had to like survive, always had to like find ways to finagle his way into power. And Aegon has just like been a king his entire life. Has been like somebody who is stepping on other people, making them kiss his toes, right? And for him to now need Larys to be like, yo, big dog, kind of need you to like submit a little bit. This is not the time to be high horsing people.
Do you think Larys is gonna fuck him over though? Because I'm like so confused
How many
as
more
to like
people-
his patience.
Yeah,
with
but how many
Aegon?
more people could Larys like mess over? Like actually.
Well, I don't think Larys, he might, I don't know, but I don't think Larys can fuck him over.
Yeah.
He's too valuable to Larys.
Right. But when it comes down to his own survival versus Aegon's, it's
So he's
probably
gonna
If Aegon's gone, Larys is gone.
Larys'
too.
only chip on the board right now is Aegon.
Yeah, he would be kind of crazy to do that because he can play the "this is the king" chip at any time that he wants. And we've already seen him use it as a get out of jail free card for himself.
Right.
Also, I want to go back to Daemon real quick because something that's fascinating, and I don't know, I have to feel like it's intentional. Slowly in this season and across the seasons, they've been showing us the dragons are not as well trained as y'all think they are. Because you think Daemon with Caraxes, you're like, this is the motherfucker who has his dragon on a leash. When Caraxes senses sheep stealer, there ain't nothing Daemon can do flying off. And I'm like, oh, this is fascinating. There is so much of this story where it's like the Targaryens really feel like they have their dragons, this magic, this lineage under control. And you're realizing how much they don't. It is quite literally like, my dog doesn't bite and the dog is like fucking jumping at you. You're like, hey man, I don't really think your dog listening to you like you think it is. And I was like, this is fascinating. It's a way of showing visually how the Targaryens don't really have Westeros under control like they think they do.
Or Westeros is like the dragon, which means it's well trained, but it's still a living organism with its own agency, right? You ever see one of those riding competitions where the horse decides not to jump?
Yep.
The horse has been trained for this its entire life, but the horse just goes, hey, that's a little too high.
Yep.
I'm gonna hurt myself.
Not today.
I'm good.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what happens if I break my leg doing this. Y'all niggas, I seen what happened to my homie. Like I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not.
I seen what happened to Seabiscuit, man.
It's too high. I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. And so you can train them all you want, but especially in that position, Caraxy's like, hey, Dad, there's another dragon here. Is that like, I just let you know, hey, Dad. It's like, you supposed to be going the other way? I don't care. Well, you're like, hey, Dad,
no,
hey, Dad,
Caraxy.
there's another dragon here. Smell another dragon. Sit down. Deal with this situation. You, like, I know more about you about this situation than you do.
Caraxy's and Sheepshead got major beef. They was really gonna go at it.
They hated each other.
Yeah,
man.
I thought they was gonna get busy with one another, but they didn't.
Not-
Was like,
What
nah.
a great way
I
to
don't
shoot
want
that
that.
scene, by the way, because it's at opposite ends of the tunnel, and then Sheep Stealer's end is blocked out by him, and like he just ignites a little bit of a flame to give the silhouette.
Oh, that was
Rhaenyra.
amazing.
that was fire. They was cooking.
Let's talk about Ormund. This was a heavy Ormund.
I
Love
love
this guy.
Ormund.
Love this guy.
I feel like Ormund probably, well, I'd say probably like 28, 7, 3 in this episode. I'm not gonna say it was a 40, 10, and 15.
I don't know, man.
He had a good night, though.
That last scene was like, you know,
You give him 30?
Yeah, now you give him 35 because he had like 2 back-to-back crazy threes when he brought homie in there and was like, hey, listen, I know outside it was one way, but for real, we got to do it another way. Give him the sword, handle business.
I mean,
was like,
even, and this is such a small thing that shows do that I love. When you give your antagonist or villain something just weird about them that tells you everything about the character, and then giving him the modern nostril of like, okay, you know Westeros smells like shit all the time. It's blood, it's gut, it's feces or whatever. So you have this man who is outside of time, who is like literally putting potpourri and incense and smelling.
I need him in the perfume lab, just like being a perfume genius.
But if you
cooking up
think it
stuff.
tells you so much about the character, because at first they kind of introduce him as someone who is like, no, we need to follow the laws of this world. Like the small folk are important. But what it's really telling you when he's smelling that stuff is like, oh, he thinks he's above all of this. He thinks he's above the Targaryens. He thinks he's above the small folk. And I'm like, that is such a subtle way to, like, early in the episode to be like, no, he's not everything you think he is.
It makes him dangerous.
Yeah.
Because think about how you would have to fight if you legitimately felt like, once again, identity, who he thinks he is what he's talking about, right? Who he thinks his family is what he's talking about. But if you think you're better than the Targaryens in every single way, except they got dragons, it would make the type of warfare that you had to wage against them asymmetrical in nature. It would have to be asymmetrical in every way because you can't meet them on the dragon situation. So you have to use subterfuge. You have to use guerrilla tactics. You have to use all kinds of other things to like overtake them because you think that you're better than them. You will not be ruled by them, but you don't have any dragons. And so that last scene where he's talking about that, it made everything that he's gone through with Daeron is the kid's name?
Yeah, Daeron, yeah.
Daeron, it made it all make sense. Every way that he's moving, it made it make sense because he feels like he's better than them, but he can't just meet them on the battlefield because of the dragon.
I mean, I also, not to bring race into it again, but that conversation that Ormond has with Daeron is so fascinating because it's a character saying what, as readers, we kind of know, which is like he's being racist against the Targaryens, but he's illustrating something where it is just like, these people think that they're gods, and actually they've stolen our birthright.
Right.
And we are better. And you see how he's brainwashing his nephew in real time. And it's so funny how the fake Daeron that he sends to King's Landing has the bleached hair, and you realize, no, Daeron has the Hightower hair. So there's this, I want to get into like, read more about like race in terms of just like.
You think the Targaryens are a race? Are they a race?
No.
I mean, no.
but
I mean, they
but-
fashioned themselves to be one.
But here's the thing,
I guess they do.
I mean, why do you
they
think
literally-
they marry each other?
Yeah.
they have the thing where it's like, the hair is what differentiates them from everyone else.
I don't think it's racist not to like them though, and I'll tell you why. Because the way they exalt themselves is in every way that they are deities. They say that they're gods.
Right.
And so when he's looking at them and going, hey, man, actually, they're not good at ruling. They're not good at nothing except for the fact that they have dragons. Actually, our family made all of this money. Our family has this beautiful thing. Our family's done all of this stuff now. You know, it's a kingdom, so it's all been waged through or formed through warfare.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it's all that's blood everywhere. It's like our family's actually done all of this with no dragons. So we're the best. And look, honestly, if you want to have a conversation about whether or not you think the Targaryens are good, I don't think it's racist to say these motherfuckers are crazy. Like
they're
crazy.
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not
So they
gonna
fucking
hold you.
dreams and fucking.
This motherfucker, when he pulls out the dude and he's like, all right, kill him. I'm like, come on. You can't be talking all this shit about the Targaryens.
Can we talk about this real quick? There is something that is a through line through all Game of Thrones shows, and that is First Communion by blood.
Yeah.
First Communion by blood. This world is obsessed with what happens to you after you take your first communion by blood and then become a part of the thing that is bigger than you and older than you and more ancient. That's the first scene that we see.
The show.
Yeah.
The first scene that we see. Don't look away. Like Ned Stark, our hero, has to cut the head off this guy in front of everyone.
Whoever gives the sentence must swing the sword.
Must swing the sword.
Mhm.
And that, even though Bran in that situation is not swinging the sword, to watch it makes him a Stark.
Mhm.
This young man has to kill this guy to make himself a Hightower, really. This Rhaenyra, a couple of episodes before, has to kill Otto to make herself the queen.
Yeah.
And these characters always fundamentally change after they take that communion. And it's almost the show is trying to either show you when it happened to them or get them to the point to where they do it.
Well, I also think it is a story about conviction versus pleasure, where it's like you need the conviction to kill, but there are characters like Daemon or Aemon who they are not killing because they have to, they are killing because they love it. Where it's like Rhaenyra, her struggle is, do I have the conviction to do something that when you actually look at it is evil? But that is part of being a ruler. Part of being a ruler in Westeros is like, there's a reason why Daemon can survive. Because like, he does not give a fuck. He's just like, I will do whatever I have to do because I've been anointed. I believe I'm a god. This is what gods do. And Rhaenyra still, like someone like Rhaenyra or even Daeron are still playing in like that gray area of like, hey, if you're the queen or the king, you gotta act like
you know
it.
what the dirty little secret is? Last thing I'll say before I stop there. There's no such thing as a killer who's really good at it who doesn't love it. No, there's no such thing. There's no such thing as a killer who is a really skilled, successful killer who doesn't love to kill. It doesn't feel like it. John Wick loves killing people. He loves killing people. In order to be as good at killing people and then to do it for money, you would have to
What's
love
the
killing
Wolverine
people.
line? I'm the best I am at what I do.
Yeah,
What I
let
do
me
is
tell you
I
guys
do.
something. I'll use a real figure for this.
Oh,
A real person.
Uh-oh.
They made a movie called American Sniper.
Damn.
And it was
Oh,
about
boy.
a guy named Chris Kyle. I'm sorry, guys.
Yep.
It happens.
I'm sorry.
It
And
was
they
real.
made a movie, and in the movie, they portrayed that guy as one way. Read that book, and then come back and tell me that that guy did not love to kill. Love to kill people. I don't give a fuck what. Get mad if y'all want. That guy loved killing people. And I don't give a fuck. Once you get to 300 motherfuckers, you kind of like it.
I think I can't agree with that, but I think that there's also another side of that coin to where people have been either groomed or trained or indoctrinated to the idea of killing, that to them, that's the only thing that makes sense.
No, I 100% agree with Van, because here's the thing. There's two things in this world that I think can fundamentally change you in ways that people can't really understand. It's when you see someone have a child. A lot of the times, it's like, oh, I created something. Something came from me, and it's when you take someone's life. A lot of people, the reason I agree with Van is like, it has a way of giving you a God complex. You just took someone's life away, and you start thinking of humans not as humans, but numbers and chess pieces and things that can just be discarded. But the thing is, I'm like, usually the reason why killers who are good at it is because they're able to shut off that part of the brain that's like, I just robbed someone of a future. I robbed the people they loved of their future. And that's the thing that I think Game of Thrones does so well, is like watching someone like Rhaenyra slowly, all of the killing just chip and chip and chip away. But how did she get here? How many sons did she lose? How many lovers did she lose?
Yeah.
And that's always where Game of Thrones is the best.
Oh, I don't want to get too far away from the Ormund or Daeron thing, because I think there's like a fundamental difference in like ideologies between them, where Daemon has always said the gods didn't make us kings, dragons did, right? And in that scene with Ormund and Daeron, Ormund's like, yo, this dragon, bro, like that's not what it's about for real. That's not
Get
what
away
made
from
you
that
king.
beast.
Get away
Don't
from
rely
that
on
beast. Don't rely on that beast. What made you king, what's gonna make you king is your lineage, your heritage, where you're from, Old Town. Dragons aren't gonna make you a king. God's will. And it's like a fundamental difference in ideologies that I'm excited to see how those clash going forward. Because like, I don't know how much we're gonna get of Ormund. He's like doesn't like do this in the book. He's not like we're gonna make Daeron the king in the book. However, he was great. Like you said, he put up crazy numbers. I can't wait to see him as the villain of this particular season.
Is the show, for some controversial take, maybe not, is the show for some reason more interested with Aemon not around? Let me tell you why. It's not because that character isn't awesome. That character is awesome. I love his character. He's an asshole, but I love the character. It's not that he isn't awesome. It's just that the Greens are so much easier to like when he's not there.
I disagree, because what I think is actually happening is that the Greens have been so one note, Aegon, Aemon, Helena, where Helena was just kind of an airhead who sometimes would have visions. Aemon was just like always just like an angry little version of Daemon. Aegon was just like this Joffrey character. And the minute you take him out of King's Landing, and this is why I'm so excited to see what happens with Aemon, the minute you take them out of there and you give them real obstacles to face, they become three-dimensional characters. Where it's like the reason it's so fun now to see Rhaenyra on the Iron Throne is because we got so much time with her chasing it, where it's like they were handed everything. So we really never got that tension, in my opinion, with the Greens. Alicent, to me, is so much more fascinating now that she's like trapped in this castle, and she's kind of weirdly like the hand of the queen, but not really. Where every single time Rhaenyra has, she's like, hey, what do you
think about this?
This show is so, again, it's not like a comedy, but this is what, the second or third episode in a row where Rhaenyra's been like, yo, Alicent, I need some. Alicent like, hey man, I ain't got nothing for you.
Yeah.
Like,
I've got hell. That's already enough.
Like there's many good reasons why Alicent would be the person that she has the most trust in. Number one, she has the realest actual relationship with her, right? They go back the furthest, and that relationship was genuine. It wasn't born in convenience or tradition or anything like that. And also, Alicent's kind of the only one that understands what she's going through right now.
Yeah.
Like as a woman, as a ruler, as somebody who's almost chained to the throne, like Alicent understands that. And Alicent has to keep going, yo, I feel what you're going through. You killed my dad, so that's an issue.
Right.
You know, it's like all of this stuff. Like, you got to kill my sons. You was going to send one of my sons to the wall.
When she was like, I wouldn't have really killed him. I was like, you was about to send him to the Night's Watch.
Yeah, I'm like,
Night's Watch.
When she said that, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course.
Is a nice. When they like, I was gonna send him to Night's Watch, I'm like, you're sending him to a supermax fucking prison.
Yeah,
now,
like,
I gotta be real with you. The Night's Watch is tough, bro.
It's a labor camp.
Like, the Night's Watch is
But if
tough.
you had the option between that or death, you taking the black?
Yeah, you gotta take the black.
Oh no, here's the thing. There's a reason why we really don't be like talking about what the Night's Watch is really, because Jon Snow made that shit look slick. He got that shit out of the mud.
Sure.
He revamped the whole shit. Like,
nobody else does that.
My thing about Jon Snow made the decision himself to take the black, right? He decided himself he was going to the Night's Watch, right? Because
he really didn't have a choice.
No.
I guess he didn't have a choice, but I don't know if I'm going to that bitch, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, get no pussy fight monsters your entire life.
Yeah.
Like it's like what are you doing?
But you hang
Jon
with
Snow, what he taught us all though is like, if you can get busy and you one of them ones, you can find you a
bro. You can make Lord Commander.
I think most of the Night's Watch is getting down. I don't think they really not. I think they getting down, bro.
You're with your bros.
I think they having sex, bro. I think maybe with each other, maybe with women
cares?
along the way. They getting
You gotta
crazy.
live.
well, you don't think that the Night's Watch don't like get like, hey, yo, we got some nice entertainment. We bringing in.
I don't know how it goes. I just know that it's cold.
Yeah.
Okay, they up there with a lot of they don't seem to get along. They took turns killing John. It's like it's like you know what I'm saying. It's like it's a dangerous place. It's not the place you would want to be.
But also they saw him. They like, look at this
pretty
punk
boy.
motherfucker. This pretty boy. Listen, this nigga know how to fight. They were so mad that he knew how to fight.
They hated it.
They hated. John is up there like, yo, man, I got this. Look at this underswoop move. John's like, look, do a turn. And they're like, yo, how you know how to do this? It's like, yo, he grew up basically as one of the lords of.
Wait, so this is
Winterfell.
actually a nerd question for Jon Snow. Was Jon Snow actually gifted like that with the sword, or is it he was just in the G League and it was just like,
training
bro,
with Starks.
In the
with-
books, he's actually not even that good. He's like regular, but it's your answer. Yeah, he's just like, I don't know if it's natural talent in so much as like he gets trained every day for 5 hours.
Yeah.
By the master of at arms. These niggas don't have no sword skills. They don't know.
They didn't grow up in a castle. They
but by
weren't
the
like,
end of Game of Thrones, he's like getting busy. And I'm like, was it also just that like he was in the hyperbolic time chamber? He was at the end of the world. He's like, motherfuckers, we had to like.
But I'm saying, he was
we
in the
had to do
lab. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was going north of the wall.
Yeah.
He was finding wildlings. At some point, you got the Valyrian sword Longclaw. Yeah, he was locked
At
in.
some point, you're fighting so much, you're getting better at it. You know?
Yeah.
I remember there was this dude named Charles.
No relation?
And not Charles Holmes. So I told you guys about the crew that we had at Spaceport, right? And we was playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
Talked about that. So the dudes from New Orleans were better than us at Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Right.
They were. There was a guy from New Orleans. His name is Chris Creasy. His name is Magneto X. The shit that he used to do with Magneto in the game, I thought he had broke the game. This motherfucker. So, bro, he comes over there. He'll do an air combo. He'll grab you to reset the damage, start the combo again, hit you in the sideline. That's the stuff that everybody does in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. But when Chris Creasy was doing it from New Orleans, this is the first time I'd ever seen this shit. Triangle dash behind you, kick you up, sideline, come get you, keep you up there, grab you, start. Everybody's
Juggles.
like, ooh,
Marvel?
just going nuts, right? Like fucking
That ain't
doing the
foul,
little, like, you know, whatever. You know. So Charles was with us. He was a Baton Rouge guy, and we could not fuck with Charles in any way, shape, or form. Charles ended up getting beat up outside Spaceport one time. I think I told y'all about this. Punched in the face, Chinese food flew everywhere.
Jesus.
Charles could not fuck with. We could not fuck with Charles. Charles was just uncanny with Cable. He had impeccable defense the whole nine. But the New Orleans guys would fuck him up. I remember Charles told me something. He goes, "If I play with them all the time, I will be as good as them."
Damn.
He was like, he still got to the finals against Ricky or against Chris. I can't remember who it was. But he goes, he still got to the finals, but he goes, if I play with them all the time, I would be as good as them.
Of course.
It's actually y'all that are holding me back.
It's the I'm closer to Jordan than you are to me. Yeah.
He said y'all sad.
It's actually y'all that are holding me
That's
back. Like they are so good. If I was playing with them, I would learn the stuff that they do. Blah blah blah. Blah. That's
What do you
happened to
think it
Jon
was
Snow.
about the New Orleans Cats that like had them on a
They
different?
travel more.
So
they would. I can tell you what it was. They travel more. So when we started traveling, I left for a little while. I came back. Irvin was doing crazy shit. Demetrius had brought out the Strider Doom trap. All of this stuff. You have to see that stuff. You have to go around and travel. If you in places, there was a place in California. It was Chinatown Fair was in New York. That was where everybody played there. But like there's a place in California called Sunny Hill Golfland or whatever the fuck it was. But everybody would come to these places to play the game. And these tactics would get shared. And you would see them on the internet, and all of that stuff, and then you would do it. And so the New Orleans guys, they had a bigger city, don't get me wrong, but they also traveled a lot. And so when they would travel around, they would see stuff, they would try different stuff, all of that stuff, and then they would be better than us. But Charles was basically our Jon Snow. We was the rest of the niggas in the wall. And the more he played with them, though, the better he got. And that's what happened to Jon Snow. The more Jon Snow got out there, Battle of the Bastards, all this other stuff, his shit.
Honestly, once I survived the Night King, like I'm like, I've seen some shit
I'm
y'all
the man.
never even fucked with.
Yeah, I'm the man. Like I'm not one of the Night Watch no more. Fuck them.
Who's the closest to Jon Snow in House of the Dragon?
Who's the closest character? What a great question.
Oh man, I don't
Do we
know.
even have a Jon Snow?
In terms of heroism, no.
Nah, because one thing Jon Snow had was honor.
A morally right character? Yeah, I don't
we
think
don't got
have
none
one.
of these characters on honor, bro.
I can see he's the only pure person.
That's a terrible answer.
Ulf? Yeah, he has no business wanting the throne. He has no business. He just wants a better life for himself and his guys.
Is Steve right?
No, I would say to me it's Adam
reactive.
is like, even though he doesn't get much screen time, Adam is a bastard.
It is Adam.
Who literally who doesn't want more power, is thrust into it, and at every single point
does the right
makes
thing.
the right decision, is not making decisions for himself, he's making decisions for the people around.
Now, why didn't Adam jump to our minds? Why isn't Adam the Jon Snow? Why not?
I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, to his point, he's not like four.
They don't give Adam. Here's the thing, I love that character. They just don't give him a lot of touches. He does like, even when they were like, "Oh, you're going to be on the council now," I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Wait, Adam?
Oh no, that's
Alan?
his brother,
Alan.
I might have said Adam before too.
The ball head.
Alan is on. I might have said Adam before, but it's Alan.
It's Alan. Alan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So Alan.
I'm about to say, yeah, because Adam. I don't even think Adam was in this episode.
George,
No,
you gotta
Alan,
use
yeah.
different names, man.
Let me tell you how dumb, stupid. Okay, so they got fucking rats all in the thing. He looks at it. He goes, aboard the ship, we got cats. Nobody thought in all of Westeros, okay, nobody
Not
thought
one person.
my
some cats in
dad,
there.
rest his beautiful soul, would see a rat around the barn and be like, tell your mama bring a cat home. First thing you think, cat, you put a cat back there, the rodents go, we don't want none. We are done. We're out of here. Nobody thought to bring some cats in the motherfucking
I will
castle.
say, no, here's the thing, though. I have a cat, shout out Sushi. The first time we had a mouse in New York, I'm like, damn, you a pretty boy. He didn't even want to kill it. He was like looking at me like, what you want me to do? I'm like,
He said, "Lock it,
Hey,
give me what you
hey,
kill it
bro.
like that.
What you
I
need?
tell you what, I bet you what you stopped seeing though was that little motherfucker. Them cats, you have the most beautiful cat, and then you walk in and see your cat who sleeps on you just playing with a dead mouse.
The worst is when they try to drop it on you. They're like, look at what I did.
Yeah,
I'm
give it to
I'm
you.
proud, but because also when a cat knows there's a mouse or a rat somewhere, you could tell because they be sitting,
Yeah.
Stalking.
just
They turn
wait,
into
licking their
primal-
chops.
Turn
It's so
into
great.
primal creatures. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
They trying to
That's how
lock in.
dumb they are in Westeros. Westeros, they dumb, bro.
I mean,
No,
clearly.
but character-wise, it does make sense because you have to think, and this is what's so funny about these last couple episodes is you're realizing how much even Rhaenyra is blinded by class, where so much of her life has been given to her on a silver platter that, like, of course she's not really thinking about rats. Of course she's not really even equipped to be like, of course they're gonna call you the Queen of the Bastards. Who gives a fuck? it is, and I love the way where it's like, oh, Rhaenyra is almost just as bad as Aemon or Aegon because you are still royalty. And once you get power, it's like, hey, yo, the small folks is cute until you start disrespecting me, and then it's off with your heads.
She thinks what she is doing, this is kind of the disconnect. She thinks what she is doing or what she will do for the small folk is benevolent, that it's merciful. She doesn't think about their rights. She doesn't think about them in the terms of they have a right to food, they have a right to housing, they have a right to freedom, they have a right to a good life in Westeros. So she doesn't think about a good monarch, a good king or queen, thinks about the fact that they are upholding and undergirding the natural rights of people. A bad monarch or a bad queen thinks that they are giving those people those rights, that those rights are being bestowed onto those people by them. That's bad.
Well, I will say this is obviously Westeros. It is not real, but like it's interesting where it's like the other fun thing about Game of Thrones is I'm like, yeah, this is showing us around this time where I'm like, there's no inalienable rights. Humans are still property to these people. You know what I mean? These are not. No one does have a right to housing or to food in this land. It is like, no, you are on the chessboard. I can move you however. And it's even like, there's little lines in this, like, oh, that's so fascinating, where it's like, monarchs have to deal with, where does the money go? If you do not pay the army is going to revolt and you have nothing. But if you do not feed the people, they will also revolt. So it is this, you are on this tightrope of like, how do we spread the wealth?
Also, there's our new master of coin, shout out Manderley, is just like, has anybody considered a tax? And then he's immediately shut up.
That was when I was like, hey, he's kind of spitting.
But it was like, okay, that's like the sensible question, but like immediately shoot aside just so that he can be a buck passed too. And
Also,
taking blame for
I think that
problems.
character's dangerous.
Who?
Manderley.
Manderley.
I think Manderley is dangerous. I think, they go, hey, things are fucked up from a business perspective financially. Let's put a patsy on the small council to be the master of coin.
Right.
I think that guy already demonstrated that he is probably a little bit too shrewd to be made a fool of when he actually had the gumption to kind of go toe for toe and stick it in her face a little bit the episode before. I think it's gonna end up being a mistake to put him on the small council, thinking that he in some way can be made the fall guy for everything that's going wrong. I think he's probably got a little bit more
at
to
this
him.
point, with how Rhaenyra's constructing her small council, I'm like, you really do not know how to build a team.
It's bad roster management. It's bad roster management. I mean, you got people that have been by your side, Mysaria, Daemon, obviously. You had to pick up Orwell off the buyout market. He was left from the old regime. And then Tor Manley, you just went out and was like, yo, look, man, we need a shooter. Anybody you can
free agent.
grab, you know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing, Mysaria and Daemon can't do nothing but fight. I'm like, every single time they
But she be clocking him every single time.
He don't win none of them arguments.
Hey man, who head is that?
Hey, bro, like, who said it? Man, you realize he's lying, right?
Like, who is that?
She don't like him. She made me go back and rewatch all the devs. I love devs. Like you realize he's lying. I hate this nigga. They hate each other. You know what I'm saying? Hate each other, bro.
Wait, I will say it is so funny. There's nothing funny because I've seen it with some of my homeboys where his girl got a friend like Mysaria who be in the room just being like, "Oh really? Oh really?" And I'm like, "Hey, chill, you making a block?"
Gotta be real, bro. This is how I know when women like men, they put up. When women like men, they volunteer for the bullshit. We think that what we're doing is working on them, when really they like us.
Yeah, they're complying
and they're going for it, right?
Yeah.
When there is one lady who is not going for it, you swimming uphill, nigga.
Yeah.
I could tell. I'm not gonna tell this story. Hey,
you gotta tell it. You gotta tell it.
Keep the names out.
Can't do it. I'm sparing you. I'm sparing you. But like every once in a while, your homeboy has a homegirl, Your homeboy has a girl that he's seen, and she brings that friend around on purpose.
Yeah.
Just to throw cold water on everything that we doing. Like, she'll tell us about the niggas that they been with that's better than us. Like we'd be out there hooping and playing basketball, and he'd be like, "Yeah, man, I scored 5." He'd be like, "Yeah, you can't go left. I saw you though." And you'd be like, "Yo, man, what?" yo, I know about basketball. My dad used to take me to play basketball. My dad played for LSU. Like, I see you. Like, you went the same way every single time. Like, you think, and like, he's like, "Yo, man, can we? What's going on? Like, what's going on?" But that you
gotta tell a story.
No, I can't tell it. I can't tell it. I legitimately can't. This is one that I legitimately can't tell.
What?
It's got to be really bad. It's got to be bad. If he has this restraint and not even
be a bottom 5.
This is no. This is one I legitimately can't tell. But like that character from Game of Thrones, from House of the Dragon, we have, and I used to love it. There was legitimately in my crew a Daemon. What's her name again?
Massaria.
There was a Daemon, Massaria, Rhaenyra situation. In my crew. My homeboy was Daemon.
Mm-hmm.
Then his girl was
Rhaenyra.
Was Rhaenyra, and then there was
best friend?
Huh?
Her best friend was
her best friend was
Wow.
Did your boy ever like get one in on her? He's like, damn, you lose every single time you go up.
There was a way that he won the situation.
Uh-oh. The brain reels, but
there
it's probably
was a way
really
that
bad.
He won the situation, and he had to be very deliberate. And I can't. I don't want to even do Deep Shadow Protocol because all the audience gonna do is get pissed off. But there was a way. I remember there was a moment of full faculty that he came to me and was like, "I gotta solve this problem." And so, but there was a way that it happened. Nothing underhanded or bad or untoward happened in that way.
It was a limitless moment where he was doing the math and he's like,
gotta make a call.
I gotta
make a call.
And like, boy, I tell you what, it was a hot fucking fall. Shit, I led a great life. The whole fucking dorm was like, yo, what is going on? Like, no, okay.
That's crazy.
But people ended up actually having relationships and all of that type of shit now. So you can't go back and do that now. I've told a couple of these stories on Tailgate, and that's because we're still building the audience over there. But if they go back and listen to that shit, nigga gonna be in trouble too. All right, is there anything else we got? Any other stuff that's happening? Like what else? We've checked in with everyone. We checked in with all the dragons. We've checked in.
Really quick, we did not go over Sir Christian
Cole.
Cole.
Yeah.
Oh, because Sir Christian Cole, I thought he was out of the fight, man. Once he's like, oh, Rhaenyra on the crown, he like, hey, yo, so strategically, what we gonna do is, I'm like, nigga, where was this?
Nah, he's fueled purely by hate and spite.
By hate.
Immediately once the Raven came in, your girl, she on the throne now. It looks bad for y'all. And Wayne was like, hey, bruh, it's looking kind of cut.
It's time to call it.
It's time to call it. He was like,
if we die, we die.
Right.
If we die, we die. Hey, man. But because even in like when we saw him at the in episode 1, it's like, look, man, what we gonna do, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's over. They got dragons. It's this and this. Now he got the battery in his back. He still know it's over, but like, hey, man, I'm out as well. If I'm gonna go out there, my daddy had nothing, right? If I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna die with more pride than he did. I was like, hey, I respect that. Could it be me? But you go do you, big dog. He's locked in. It's the wrong reasons, but he's there.
You never want to be around a guy who like starts talking about, hey, my daddy had nothing. I'm like, all right. All right, suicide watch now. You just go.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't got what else? Like, what else can I lose?
Like, I got nothing to go back to.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right,
and his guy's just like, oh God, I don't want this.
Like, I got something to lose.
You pack up. As soon as that happens, get out, man.
Yep.
Wayne looking around like,
I did want to be like, hey, yo, Cole, man. Westeros is pretty big.
It's a hell of a monologue, though.
Oh,
he's great. He's cookie.
Yeah.
Wait, did y'all watch Task?
Yeah, Fabian Frankel.
I still haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Task?
He killed.
Task
Christian
is
Cole
great.
killing on that
Because
show.
I was in there, I'm like, man, that's Christian Cole. But by like episode 2 or 3, like, nah, man.
He's the one off this show where I'm like, damn, you got acting chops, bro.
He can act.
But also, there was a moment where I'm like, y'all dumb. She walks out, she like, yeah, Daemon not here. I'm like, hey, search the castle.
Yeah, can you at least send a guy upstairs?
It's a big castle.
All she gonna do is put them in the mirror dimension, though.
Yeah. Feed them some
You
squirrels.
know what I'm saying? It's like,
Dr. Strange.
Like, they gonna go like walk around the castle looking for different.
Nah, that was
shit.
a funny thing. You would go over somebody else, I'd be like, he not here right now. I'm like,
Right.
nigga, I see
They
it.
gonna end up-
I see the shadow.
Bro,
Well,
I'm
here's the
telling
thing,
you.
though. You can't hide Vhagar, though.
No, you can't.
So with Vhagar gone, you kind of looking around like,
They were looking around the charred remains like, all right, well, somebody's here.
Yeah, but like they don't end up talking to Bran. Like
That's how they see Bran.
it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they're not gonna if you don't want them to see it, they're not
They
gonna
ain't
see
gonna-
it.
they
All right,
see
this is a weird question. Would y'all ever get into a relationship with a witch? Like,
Yeah.
let's say the witch is bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
I'm gonna be that meme of that dude in the seance, and she's just doing
but,
whatever.
I mean, yeah, that's what you
she's
like,
casting
though.
the spells.
You like that, though. You
I don't
I mean,
know.
a witch,
mind.
I mean, just but like so then I mean, yeah, I guess so.
What?
Yeah,
like willingly, like
Willingly.
I know
like,
she's
you
a
know
witch.
she's a witch beforehand.
right.
I mean, probably.
What?
All the hoodoo
think-
practitioners I
think
know.
Yeah, my mom's.
I think it
Yeah.
would be. I think it would be tough to bring her back to my parents, but you know,
Nah.
Right, your
they
parents don't
throwing
even like
holy
people who
water
like
on
to
her.
dance.
that's not true. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Your
See,
parents-
Jomi's parents are the Footloose
They're
parents.
not the Footloose
They are
parents.
the
You're taking it.
Footloose parents.
They are not.
the footloose
They are not.
parents.
Hey, don't let them. Nah,
They
this
are the-
is.
they're
Hey,
Footloose
hey,
parents.
hey,
Damn.
hey.
Remember how
Nah,
in Footloose?
hey,
y'all
hold on,
was-
hold on.
hey,
No, no,
hey,
no,
fuck-
no, no,
fuck
no,
that bullshit.
No, no,
Footloose
no, no, no.
remake.
Hey, bro.
Go back and watch the original.
I
Footloose.
gotta stand.
Footloose is amazing.
Where-
My
where,
parents like to dance. Don't do that.
Like, go
Don't
back
do
and
that.
watch the original Footloose to where he has to use the Bible to make them let them dance in the town. It was like, and they danced. And the moment hits you hard, like, you know, because they dancing in the Bible. That's Jomi people.
What?
That's
So
not my people.
your parents like
Calm
to
down.
dance.
They do.
Yeah,
like
but
to
when they
dance.
see that twerking
They
on
was
the
like,
dance
get
floor, they like,
outta
all
here.
right, get that shit out of
And the
here.
crazy
with
thing is like the African twerking is way more raunchy than the American. You ever heard of mapuka? You've heard of that? You know, the African dance of lust. Like it's like
All right.
hold on,
You know what?
wait.
I feel like tanking my
Wait,
algorithm.
hold
Let's
on.
Google this right now.
Look up mapuka. Like the African, like that is way
Wait,
more.
Jomi, put us on.
So man, so Helena's pregnant.
Have you wait?
Jomi, hold on for a
Jomi.
second.
I literally don't know what you're talking about.
You never heard of mapuka?
No.
Hold on.
Oh boy.
Yeah, see, look.
Oh boy.
Look at the mapuka.
Oh
No.
boy.
Look at the mapuka dance. Okay, like it's so like I'm saying, look,
All right, that's going in the incognito browser. That's not. That's no.
bro. Why would it go in the incognito browser? Who else is gonna be looking at your shit? Are you afraid of yourself?
I just don't want the algorithm
You
jacked
like
up.
the mapuka, bro? Get into the mapuka. You look like you'll be into it. Okay, Jomi, you've never heard of this before?
Yeah. Let's. How do you spell that?
MAPUKA.
Mapuka,
PUKA.
or you could use an O as
Is it-
well. It's either way.
How do I spell it?
Ivory
MAP.
Coast. Oh.
Yeah, the mapuka.
Oh, I've well, yeah.
Just
Okay, I
don't
know
hit
what you're talking
images.
You've seen that
That's fine.
before.
Yeah, I know.
Actually,
yeah.
it might be POKA.
MOPOUKA.
Either way, it's the way it's the mapuka.
Hey,
with
shout
a
out to
U
them.
or the-
Shout
yeah,
out to the
so,
West Africans,
but
man.
like that's Africa.
Yeah.
So why doesn't it happen? What's wrong with twerking?
So Helena, man, like it's really crazy that she got a baby now.
Is that Aegon's?
Yeah, I mean, it would, yeah,
Is it?
it would
It
have
has
to
to
be.
be Aegon's, right?
Whoa,
Maybe not, maybe
maybe
she's
not.
getting
Maybe
busy.
she
Maybe she
stepped
doing
out a little. Nah, that's gonna be Aegon's. I don't want to spoil it for the audience, but it's interesting that she is having a third baby right now. That's all I can say. But it is of note.
Oh,
It is of note.
oh,
It is of
El
note.
Dada.
Well,
father.
during the Battle of Rook's Rest, they said his cock split like a sausage.
Yeah.
So this is before then. And so I guess she's just now beginning the show, and it's like
Right. Well, how long ago was Rook's Rest?
maybe
Canonically?
like months. Had to be probably months. Probably like 4 or 5.
Wait,
something
then
like
because
that.
Okay.
I was questioning that because I was like, damn. So Sunfire, if Sunfire is still alive, Sunfire has been like fucking on death's door for.
Well, we don't
Long in the
I
Dime.
don't know that. Do we know that Sunfire's still alive?
know that.
So
know that.
the thing that they said in season 2 was Sunfire long in the dying. So like wasn't dead, but was not flying. And then obviously they go there. It's actually really interesting. You go look at Sunfire. Sunfire, while like is not moving, Aegon is like he's alive. You go look at Melee's. Melee's obviously has head cut off, but is very like rotting, like very
Yeah.
clearly.
Mhm.
You don't see that with Sunfire. So
Not exactly rotting. No.
So all I'll say, and we can wrap it up here, is if you're looking at the greens, I'm seeing a path for them to get back into contention.
You team green now?
I'm not team green.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, like, I do like to root for the underdog. You get Sunfire back up and running. You know, Ahlman, you got Vhagar. You got Daeron with his dragon. That's that's already 3 on the board.
Dreamfire will never fly, so because that's Helena's dragon. So you really have the 3, but then you got to remember Caraxes and Daemon, Syrax and the queen, Rhaenyra. Then you got Ulf on Silverwing, Hugh on Vermithor, and then what's it called?
So I haven't read the books, so I'm just
Shawty,
predicting. I'm going for it. I haven't read. I'm not spoiling anything. This is just my thoughts. If I'm the Greens, you know, I see Ulf. Ulf could be bought.
Hey, he leaning?
He's leaning. Corlys? That nigga's leaning.
Corlys, Ulf is a free agent on the block. Ulf is absolutely Jaylen Brown. Like
Ulf is Jaylen Brown.
It's Ulf Brown after in 2010 he lose to the Celtics. He take the jersey off immediately in the locker room.
Ulf is like ready. They pack me up. I could also see Corlys. But Corlys can't do that, man. Corlys got too much skin in the game.
Nah, man.
But I'll even say, you know, Hugh, I know Hugh was a man of honor, but Hugh be begging. He's like, yo, just let me be with my wife. Like,
yeah, that's all he needs.
So I'm just seeing weakness. I'm seeing a path for the Greens where they can get back into contention. They can get in this game.
Damn. Yeah, especially when they get Aemon back off IR.
Yeah.
Right now they don't have it.
IR, man. He DMP, like, or not DMP, like he's going, like, where's Ahlman? Who knows? He didn't show up.
Well, when you're on IR, apparently you get DMP.
No, but see, you saying like IR, like IR means
hurt, injury reserve,
right?
But you're hurt,
right?
Like
but you would still show up.
You're not going to play.
You would still show up though.
Maybe you would. Maybe you wouldn't. It depends on how bad the injury is.
I mean,
if his shit is fucked up, his shit is fucked up.
He's gone.
I tell you what. If a nigga had got
absent without leave, he's absent without leave.
If a nigga got stabbed, he might not show up.
Right, but nobody knows he got stabbed. He's literally absent without leave. Hey, yo, where's Vhagar? Where's Ahlman? She was like, who knows? You know. He's really absent without leave.
On Sundays, you guys stay locked in to Talk the Thrones. It's very important that you guys do that. It's a big show here. We're really proud of it. On Friday, the Midnight Boys will give you their instant reactions on the Odyssey. We're odding it the fuck up.
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about it. We're talking about the controversy. We're talking about the movie.
I mean, not really controversy. People are just dumb.
People are dumb on the internet.
We are not talking about them.
I don't want to give that oxygen. It's so stupid.
I apologize. Okay, our producers today are Zenieris, Jacob Cornett, Devon Baroldi, Jomi and Adeniran on socials. Hashtag Mapuka Master Jomi.
Hey.
I can't believe you didn't know about it, bro.
No.
It's African.
So I got to know everything about Africa?
I mean, I would expect that you would know about how Africans is moving. I know what niggas in Philly do.
We are
I know what niggas in Georgia do. I know what niggas in Miami doing.
Have some shit.
I love them.
You always trying to start shit.
I'm not trying to start anything.
Ask about Jomi's birthday party.
I was like,
hey.
No.
Steve?
Van during Jomi's birthday party.
What Jomi's birthday party? What happened?
What are you talking about?
Oh, we were talking about the Blue Lagoons?
Yes.
There
might have been a crowd of Jomi's friends.
We already talked about that. They did that to themselves. We didn't do that. Everybody was together, and then when all the Nigerians got there at Jomi's birthday party.
Can we have a midnight
which is insane because I can speak on it.
Can I ask you a question? Did it happen or not?
It did happen, but you got to understand why it happened.
It's a midnight healing between
because you being a dickhead about it. You being a dickhead about it.
No, I'm not.
You are being a dickhead about it.
Hold on, wait.
Yes.
Wait.
You were throwing gasoline on it a little.
You're being a dickhead about it.
You were throwing a little gasoline on it.
I could.
We were all together. We were all partying. By the way, just to let you guys know, I didn't bring this up. This was brought up by Steve, the colonizer. Steve brought up a colonizer move to drive a wedge between me and Jomi.
No. I flipped the flint once and the fire explodes.
Me and Jomi went to the World Cup together with my mother, okay, on Monday to watch the U.S. embarrass themselves, okay? Nigga had a little Belgium nigga on the side of us going crazy.
He was going crazy. He was going crazy.
Another lady was trying to get me to beat him up. It was like, get him. But no, that happened at the birthday party. What happened at the birthday party is we were all together, and then the African contingent legitimately in the middle of the party got together and went arm in arm, shoulder to shoulder.
No, they did not.
No, we did, and I can tell you, I can't tell you why. Like while we're recording, I can tell you after. You're gonna look like an idiot.
No, I want. Oh, like
yes, you will. It was a serious thing that happened.
I completely agree with all of the stuff that you guys are doing. It was some kind of tragedy happened.
No, we were celebrating something. It was something really nice and beautiful, but it's a secret. It was for us. It's for family.
Oh, it's
right?
for us.
It's for us. It's for family.
That was rough. It's for us.
End the show. End the show. End the show.
Y'all African American Negroes.
Additional production of Arjuna. For us, by us on the low. Fubu. Hey, it was your man that brought it up. I'm
all right, we out.
That's it.
But sorry talking that shit. Damon's a little cocky, and unfortunately, Travis Scott looks a little bit like ASAP.